All right there. Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of The Truth Is. I am your host, Peyton 3.0, the EDM and drum step vocalist Zombie Supreme. Hello there for those of you that are new. Now, this series has nothing to do with my entertainment brand at all, my music brand. This is a one-off series of the other parts of my personality that I come to speak up. I come to speak on what I know, what I notice, what I learn in this world of 37 years of being on this earth and dedicated to learning and continually educating myself every single day at this point. So I'm never the same as I was yesterday. If you like this video, please hit my likes, hit my likes. Shout out to the business. All right. Anyway, you see the title of this video. Okay. Working like a man, ? Women. The caption here that you see says, look like a girl, act like a lady, think like a man, work like a boss. And a lot of us in this particular generation, we comply with that. As the woman's movement has moved to the point that we're at right now in the civil rights movement, it has created many ailments more than it has created benefits. What do I mean by that? Well, we're going to get into the subject today of no longer are a lot of women out there who are making in the precarious economic environment that we find ourselves in, that are making like $40,000 or more, which is a huge amount of population, at least in this country of America. Can't speak for other countries because I never lived nowhere else but this country. I can speak for this country, the United States. Okay. So we went from women choosing to fighting, protesting to get out of the house, get out of the child taking care, washing dishes, cleaning house mode, and into the work fields like a man. The constant fighting. By the way, the music in the background is mine, called Turn Up. I know you like it. Anyway, fighting to basically work as hard, which is not possible. And I'm a gay man, and I want to tell you this. I'm not chauvinistic, none of that stuff. Absolutely not. Okay, love the ladies, love you girls, okay, but I gotta be real when it comes to our biology. Okay, the biology of a woman can be very hindering in a lot of ways that men do not have to deal with. Our bodies are just easy go, easy come, easy go, easy come. We can work for hours without a problem. As long as we got our sleeping habits correctly, we're eating well enough. A lot of people out there, a lot of men out there or women ain't doing that well enough anyway, unfortunately. So that's messing you up anyway. But as a woman, you already have a pre-existing condition just by the way that your body functions from birth until the end, right? From periods to cramps to childbearing, PMS, all this stuff that you had to deal with as a woman throughout your entire life that a man had to deal with. None of that. Our bodies are easy breezy. We just go. And yes, a lot of men do take that for granted, but it's because they're not looking from the window of the sex that is next to them, that complements them, whether you're gay or not, which is a woman, a female, right? They're not looking at that. A lot of males. I know, I look at it. I look at it through your eyes. That's why I'm coming on here to speak up for you, ladies. But I want to say a lot of ladies have gotten into a delusional head state about their ability to go out there and hammer and work it like a man because your biology does not allow you to do so. But here's the catch-22 in this famished economy that we find ourselves in. Now we have gone from females, women, girls having the choice to want to work or not, like the man, to having to work like the man because of the way the economy has changed. Now a lot of you at the bottom, you have to go to work. You may be single mothers and you have to work these 9-to-5 jobs that's barely paying the bills, right? You may be somebody who has a man, but he's not a producer. What do I mean by a producer? That means somebody who's making at this point at least $100,000, $90,000 gross or whatever, or more. Period. A producer that can take care of you, and if you got any kids or children, he can take care of you off of one income. His body is made to work for hours and hours and hours and hours, but your body as a woman, your biology, you're not made to work for hours and hours and hours. You're not. Not every day, not every single day. You're just not made for that. You're not made to work like you're not made to work like a man, but at this point in time, you're forced to, because the ones that don't have, the females, the women that don't have producer mans, they have to work. If you have a man that's making under $90,000, $80,000 a year, even $70,000 a year, and you have somebody who's just working, who's making like working at McDonald's, working at Walgreens, you know, at entry level positions for years at a time, then you have to go to work yourself and grind. You don't have a choice. You got to keep that roof over your head. You got to keep that food in your mouth. You got to pay these bills. Okay? And this is the point that we really come to. I mean, we were already there before the pandemic, but now we are certainly there in a worse place. America is just not the same America that it was when the boomers, the actual boomers, okay, not the Generation C bullshit on TikTok, the actual boomers, you know, and Generation X, it's not the same when they were young, when they were kids, when they were in their teens and 20s. It's not the same America as it was back then. Millennials, Generation Z, even Generation A coming up right now. We'll see what it's like when they're in their 20s and whatever, starting to go into the work phases of their lives. And boomers and Generation X people that have failed and fell behind, that have been left behind to scrap and scrape at these 9-to-5 jobs at the bottom. It's not the same America. So a lot of women are having to go out there and work as hard as they can for what they can actually do. Working at these crappy jobs, having to work like the man, trying to work 40 hours, more than 40 hours a week, trying to work 50 hours. I got somebody working in the hotel industry where I work at, in the resort of Cosmopolitan in Las Vegas, who's trying to push it past 40 hours, and she's in her 50s. I think she said she was 57. And she's trying to do overtime. I don't know how you doing that, honey. With what y'all bodies gotta go through. Y'all just have to fight and work through y'all bodily urges, trying to push like a man, but it's painful for y'all. And it's easy breezy for us. The only thing we have to contend with is possibly our diet as men and how much sleep we're getting, which is still a huge problem across the board for both sexes in this particular country anyway. But not me, baby, because I have got that sewed up. Okay? Like a rag doll. But I'm an anomaly, obviously. Anyway. Wasn't always like this, but I'm an anomaly now. Got it sewed up. But ladies, a lot of you are finding yourselves out here having to work like the men. But you are struggling, even though you probably making the same prices, the same amount of money as the men working on the same position at the bottom, entry level, whatever, even management, which probably not as much more than the person working under you in entry level, but the responsibility is crazy and your bodies are driving you crazy every other day, but yet you ignore those signals. You do what you have to do when you're forced to by your body, but it's painful. Talking to ladies were in the office the other day, one of the girls was like, it's that time of the month, and and she didn't feel skittish about telling me, because many women feel comfortable talking about things like their period and cramps and things with gay men than they would with their heterosexual male counterparts, right? They feel comfortable talking about things like PMS and hot flashes and periods with gay men for whatever reason that may be. Not all of them, but we're coming to a place where Generation Z and stuff and whatever, and millennials, women are talking about their periods and things to gay men, right? So, and she's like, she said that I'm fighting through it, and I believe, yeah, she's fighting through it. She's also overweight. 2 problems. While she's trying to work these 8 hours, she's trying to push through. She is struggling and she's tired. And she probably barely making it to paying the bills and getting by. Whether she has a man in her life or not, the ladies have to unfortunately work like the men, and that used to be a privilege thing to work like the man. But we are no longer at that period of time anymore. Now it's become a burden to work like the man, to push hard and pass and ignore things like the man. It's become a burden. And so you just have many women who are just going through these lives, doing what their bodies do not want them to do, doing what your body does not want you to do. But that is where we are. And so that's going to wrap up today's episode. I want to thank you so much for being here. My name is Peyton 3.0, the EDM and drum step vocalist, Zombie Supreme. If you like what you heard today, if you agree, please hit my likes, hit my like button, hit the subscribe button. I know some of you probably in the gym, getting your workout on, listening to me in the background, driving your car, whatever. Still, I want you to pause what you're doing and at least hit that like button. For those of you who are attentive, hit the subscribe button. Okay. Hit the notification bell. Thank you so much. Okay. Yes, and thank you so much. Please leave a comment in the comment section. What are your thoughts as a woman? What are your thoughts as a man? You may have a woman that has to work like a dog. Hit the thumbs up, hit the thumb down. I don't care. The algorithm likes it all. Yes. And for those of you who are my diehard Zombitrons and Peytonators, those are my two interchangeable names. I have here these social medias for you that you may be interested in. Hold on. Hold the phone. Is it moving? Is it shaking, honey? What's going on? I can't. There we go. Anyway. All right. These are for people who qualify, who are in the electronic dance music community. These are for you. Get 3 free unreleased songs from me by getting on my email list, because email is the best way to actually communicate and to all of you on there, and you actually get the messages and things that I send. Facebook, Instagram, all knowing Jay just suppress posts like it ain't nothing. YouTube suppress videos like it ain't nothing. So I can't control that, but I can control my email list. So get on it by the bit.ly link or by my website. Thank you so much. Also, we have sessionslive.com here for people, for everybody. This social media right here is such as sessionslive.com is for everybody. So basically sessionslive.com/Peyton3662, as you see there, put that in your URL. It's a platform it's like a Twitch for those of you who are in the EDM community. #Plur. #Plur. Peace, love, unity, and respect. It's like a Twitch for musicians. It's a streaming platform for musicians where we can actually play the background tracks and cover other people's songs without getting a copyright strike or our live streams turned off like by these other social medias out here who shall not be named. There you can put your email. When you put my URL in your browser, my page pops up. You press the follow button. That's free, by the way. And you go ahead and put your email in, your best email that you actually answer. You put your screen name in there. Okay, and you create a screen name and an avatar. Okay, and you're good to go. They'll alert you when I go live. Yes, it's a fun time. Request your favorite song for me to sing. We can get to know each other. It's a great time. And folks, I will see you on the next. The truth is, I got to go. Bye-bye now.